I'm Casey.
And I'm Tash.
And we're Moms Against Mommin'. Because sometimes
We just can't.
we're two besties who need a restie.
Hey guys, we are coming at you with episode 8, Screen Time and Side Eye.
Yes, because you know your kids are giving you the side eye about their screen time. And that's what this episode is all about.
And with the timing, we were like, summer is coming, school is ending.
Yes.
You know what that means with screen time. So we wanted to kind of just talk about it, give you some tools for success.
Yeah, I'm actually terrified because I know that it's my busiest season. I'll be working. The kids will be here. I'm sure the boys will be sucked into their games and Kylan will be on her phone. And I just hate that. That's what this episode's about.
Yeah.
You guys, we're decked out in race gear because for those of you who don't know, we live in Indiana and Indy is all about the Indianapolis 500. So we've got our checkered flags, everything, some racing gear. And we thought it would just be fun because when this episode comes out the next weekend, it's the race.
Race day.
Yes. I have special sounds for you.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. You guys, I love it. Okay, my race sounds. Here we go. Ready? And then,
I really need you to watch the video version of this. You look like you're playing a harmonica.
yeah, there's also the pit stop. It's like zzz, 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 with the wheels.
I'm done with her.
Yeah.
We are not even 2 minutes into this.
I know, but I
and
go to the track next week for a networking event and I'm so excited.
Well, you could keep those sounds to yourself. No, I'm just saying, girl, they were so good.
They're so loud out there.
Yeah.
They really are. We get pit passes and garage passes and it's so much fun. And so I'm ready. And I come decked out in some race gear.
Oh, yeah.
I won't wear this. I already wore this last year. I've got a new one ready.
Casey's always themed out.
Yes. What's our cocktail?
This is called the Burner Phone Bull. If you don't know what a burner phone is, trust me, we gonna chat about it.
If you guys are our age, you probably had one. Who knows?
This drink gives you wings and the energy to check your kid's phone at 1 a.m.
Oof.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
It's in cute cups too.
Adorable. I just get here and I go through Casey's cabinets while she tinkers with setup and I just make stuff up.
Yeah,
so.
she just rummages. You guys,
rummage.
if you didn't catch our little bonus quickie episode on Mother's Day, check out the emerald wall behind us.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we decided that we are not near as dull as our brand colors used to be. And so we said, skirt, and we decided to brighten it up. So if you've checked out our website, momsagainstmommy.com, you can see that everything is emerald and we want magenta and lime green and
a little feral with leopard print all over.
cheetah because it's so cute.
Yeah. We are not muted, guys. No. We don't deserve to live in that boring life.
No, we couldn't do it and we couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah. Total rebrand.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy it. We had fun doing it.
We had fun doing it. And now every single thing that comes out just makes me so much more happy or happier, I guess you would say.
It fits our vibe so much.
Yeah.
So much more better.
I love
Is that how you say that? So much more better.
It's not how you say that.
Well, you could today. This is where we live today. How was your week, Case?
Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on.
That felt like there was a lot going on.
I feel like I say that every single episode, but y'all, it's like real. Paving season started and it's like going 150,000 miles an hour. And, it's been pretty dry, but this week has been super wet. So trying to plan the right job and what you can do and when the storm is going to hit. Like I'm watching radar at like 4 a.m, having anxiety about making the right call because the wrong call is so expensive. Mm-hmm. So there's that going on. I'm still trying to get my grip there, running things there. And that's just hard, honestly. If you've never been in that industry, you can't understand how many phone calls and texts and back and forth it is all day long. The mental load, I guess you would say, is it's a lot.
And it's every day.
It's every day.
Yeah.
Some Saturdays. And besides that, Kylan's got some medical stuff going on, man. Thought we were out of the weeds, but she fainted again at school this time. I got a call at school to come pick her up because she went into the bathroom and just passed out.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And so besides being worried about screen time, you guys, the reality is I'm worried about her being home this summer and me still having to work. I mean, she's almost 16 years old. So it's not like she needs a nanny or anything of the sort. But I have the worst anxiety about me not being there and
These
her
fainting spells.
Yes. So of course we had more blood work. The cardiologist ordered some and the GI ordered some, and she has like elevated liver enzymes, which is stress on her liver. She's got really low vitamin D. So there's just some things that we're having to tweak before we just add more medicine and trying some different foods to up that vitamin D and supplements for 8 weeks, and then she should be okay. But
It feels like a complex puzzle to solve.
it really is. And it's just overwhelming.
It's your kid. It's scary. It's your kid, you know.
I was on the phone with the hospital and, they call you, the doctor calls you, you can't get back in touch with the doctor. I mean, it takes like getting to the front desk, to the nurse. So I took the phone call, and of course it was when like everything was going crazy at work. And so I was getting like million phone calls, the office phone's ringing, my cell phone is ringing, it's texting, and I cannot get off the phone. And it was like everything was going to crap on the job site. We worked it out.
We will work it out.
Yeah, we will.
It's going to be a good summer. Don't you worry.
No, I mean, we're amazing. It's been, not to just like, what would you say, boast, but it's been almost 5 decades that this business has been going strong, and we just keep getting more 5-star reviews. So our customers are happy. They don't see all the chaos burning up behind the scenes.
Nobody needs to see that. It's magic.
They don't need that. I'll just tell the world on my podcast.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So it's just been a lot with work, and then a lot with medical and baseball season, which is a whole nother beast. So what about you? What's going on at the Perkins place?
Well. We in Hamilton County, it was voter day. Is it voting day across the US?
Oh,
yesterday?
I don't know. For the primary?
For the primary.
I don't know. I know it was here.
Well, so when you're not completely aligned with what's happening on a national, or dare I say global level, I put in probably 3 hours of research on, and really looked at all of our local candidates on my ballot. And I just really wanted to make sure that my voice was heard and I knew who I was voting for to kind of influence at a local level.
I'm terrible, and I did not vote, but
it's all good.
I do know, like, it doesn't, this kind of setup, like you need these votes to be able to even get to the next level. So if you're wanting change, it kind of all starts here. So everybody needs to do their part here and not just presidential elections.
Well, sorry, this whole episode is going to be some statistics and some heavy. And I saw yesterday, Hamilton County, only 15% of registered voters cast a vote yesterday. And
I do know we do better when it's an election.
For sure.
But that's not great.
But we also can influence a little bit better locally.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I got a little bamboozled. My husband and I talked about this because he's like, did you notice? And I was like, well, I didn't want to tell you. I was embarrassed. I thought I voted wrong.
Oh, no, what?
You go there and you have to pick a Democratic or Republican Party.
Yeah, what if you're
before
not?
you vote? I'm a combination. I vote for the right person.
I'm going to say I vote for whatever feels the best option that year. I'm not a party.
And it feels a little divisive, if I can just put that out there. We really kind of need a different system, in my opinion, but I can't imagine what that looks like to restructure. So anyways, I picked my party. I didn't want to. I was like, I'm kind of both. And I didn't know.
Is there a C?
Girl, yeah, there is. I forget what it was called, but like literally when I saw the statistics for Hamilton County, like 0 people picked that, but it was interesting because I had done my research on all of the options for my ballot, not knowing you have to pick a party before you go to your little machine.
Shoot.
All of the opposite party, I didn't get a vote for.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Why is it set up like that?
I don't know anything about it, but here's what I will say.
It feels kind of gross.
Since we're talking about phones, if they want more people to vote, they need to figure out how we can do it from our smartphone and avoid all that mess. More people would vote.
I walked right in, of course, with only 15% of the people showing up. But, I was just like, I did all this. I had some really important candidates to me that I didn't even get a cast a vote for.
Yeah.
It's curious. Like, why do I have to stay in a lane? Why can't I have both lanes?
Meanwhile, I'm on TikTok voting on somebody's this or that outfit.
Yes, girl.
I'm like, blue sparkles, please.
But yeah, I guess, we've both kind of had just the start of a week, and this is how our lives roll.
Yeah.
So
That's okay. No animals died in your house this time?
Casey,
Listen, I feel like so many episodes started off with like a tragic.
We've got another death.
Dun, 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 dun. That's what it felt like. I was like, and
we
another
still
one bites the dust.
We still never found Zaddy.
Oh, we know where Daddy was. Chanel's belly.
Renee.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, are beta fish like poisonous? Nothing happened. I guess not.
No.
Carry on.
You had a good vacation though, right?
Yeah. Vacation was good. Ready to recoup from that.
Yeah, and now you're like right back in the swing of things.
Right back in it. Yep. So while we get back in it, guys, this, listen. We like to cackle and giggle and just be lighthearted. But honestly, my husband and I went to like a local educational, I don't know, it was like a 2-hour workshop for parents to just like lay some ground rules, come up with a plan, understand what's going on in the world of technology and what our kids have access to. And I pulled bits and pieces from that. And I know Casey has a tool she kind of dug into too, which, I'll let you. But we just kind of started to like brainstorm what this could look like to really give all of our mom squad or dads or caregivers like just better information and tools to be able to, kind of prepare for summer.
Yeah, summer and screen time. And we don't know what age your kids are, but I know this really wasn't much of a thing when Kylan and the boys were younger, but now it's definitely a full-on thing. And I didn't want cell phones in my house for Kylan for a long time. And it became almost like a necessity when I was dropping her off at dance. Actually, she did not get a cell phone until Evan passed away. And that was mainly because I wanted her to be able to contact me whenever she needed to contact me. If that meant she snuck to the bathroom at school and she called me because she needed me, then that's what she did. So she got it then because it was just me and I'm taking her to dance and back. You know what I mean? It felt like a necessity.
Yeah.
But when I say it was probably the worst decision I ever made in my entire life.
If you hear nothing else from us, please hold out as long as possible with your kids' phones. And they're going to be like, so-and-so has one and they've had one for 5 years. And once you're in it, it is a whole thing.
There are some parents at Kylan's school that have held out on that. And I am like, props to you because they still do not have them. So I'm sure they will get them entering into high school, but they still do not have them now. And I'm sure that sucks. But at the same time, it's protecting them from so much. It's also allowing them to just be kids. They're still kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have, I don't want to say kind of a lot of content to get into today, but guys, I'm sorry. When we were kind of laying this out, it's like, there's the good, there's the bad, and then there's like the worst case scenario. So I guess, should we just dig into the good?
Yeah, let's kind of just jump into your intro though. Because
I know. Did you like that one?
I liked it.
Go ahead, girl.
Tasha said today we're talking about screen time, the thing we all judge, all rely on, and absolutely cannot escape. I told my kids 5 minutes, and that was yesterday.
That's what it feels like sometimes. I'm like, I am such a terrible technology policeman. Like, ugh.
It's also hard because I use my cell phone for so much for all 3 of my businesses, literally.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm being a great example of limiting your phone because everything I do is on my phone. So it's like a catch-22. I don't know.
Yeah.
I quit.
Nobody knows, dude.
But
Nobody
let's dive
knows.
into your let's start with what's, the good.
Yeah. So, okay. I think when, our kids were a little younger, our kids get assigned iPads at school too, right?
Right.
So literally it's integrated into their personal life, their education. So obviously you're going to have some educational content. What did we had some little, little apps and things.
Oh, I remember.
ABC Mouse
Yeah, so many of those. I can't remember what the one was that came with these like magnetic tools and you did fractions and stuff with it. Like genius.
And you earn little badges and
Yes.
rewards. Yeah.
So that kind of stuff, like I get it. It's a great tool for educational purposes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You had mentioned one, connection to, Casey had kind of mentioned something about this earlier when we were brainstorming the episode. And I kind of layer this in as well. Our nephew has had a long year battle against cancer, and he could not be exposed to many people while his immune system was just so down. And this is the way that we would like FaceTime or game or be connected kind of virtually, if you will.
Yeah, I'll tag in on that too, because for multiple reasons, same thing as in, from age 21 months to 13, 14, Kylan was in and out of hospitals, and I'm talking like 2 months, 3 months at a time. And so a lot of times, because no one knew what was going on with her, we would be like quarantined, I guess you would call it, like infectious disease, yellow gowns, like no one in, no one out kind of thing.
Sheesh.
And so that became huge, not only just for entertainment because she's stuck in a bed, but it's how we would communicate with grandparents, any friends, anybody on the outside, so she could have some sort of human connection in that way.
Yeah.
Because if your kids have ever been in the hospital, like there is a child life and they do have centers where they can go play. But if your kid has something going on that people can't figure out, that you're not mingling. All right.
Yeah.
It's not like that. But we also used FaceTime all the time when Kylan was born in Florida and my parents were here and my brother was here. And so we would FaceTime them to stay connected, and otherwise, they're missing out on things with Kylan. We would jump on a FaceTime when she started crawling and be like, look,
Yeah.
So it does bring a lot of good.
It does. It does.
It does.
I was going to say it's under the good category, but like it's kind of a little check for me. It's like, man, sanity saver, right? Like
You're so
I can get the rest of my work done if I'm trying to wrap up emails or like cook or sorry. So I am not a morning person, and sometimes on Saturday mornings, I'm like, just go get on your iPad.
Yeah.
I want to sleep till 9 or, you know, so.
I mean, we're all guilty of that. Anybody who says they aren't is absolutely lying to you.
Yeah.
It just gives us it gives us the chance to go to the bathroom alone or just be uninterrupted for a period of time. But think about this side of it too. So you're talking about giving it to your kids as like a free time to cook and this and that. But also think about like what all we use it for. So my recipes are on the phone.
Yeah.
My recipes are on. This is what I mean by like, I feel like I also am always holding my phone.
Yeah.
That's on the phone. Like some people read on Kindles or on their phone. I like paper books. I like to turn the page. But there's so much that our phones provide us now that adults are just as guilty as kids. It's just, where do you find the balance? And if we're adults, we know what's safe and not safe, whereas the kids are naive. And this is where you start to like roll into the bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So bad parts are, behavioral changes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so true. Like I noticed that, say Kylan gets in trouble for something and I'm like, your phone is gone for a week. Right? And I'm pretty harsh.
She's engaged. She is intentional.
More in it with the family. She has less of an attitude. There is no, which Kylan is so good. I literally cannot complain about my kid. She's like a little angel.
Is.
Yeah, I am so thankful.
12 out of 10 recommend Kylan.
Yes. But it is true. Like there is definitely a shift when there are no phones and when there are phones.
Yeah.
Is it the same with you?
Absolutely. And with every single child.
Yeah.
The other one is like, that kind of falls into this category is like just their attitude when they get off of like a long screen time session.
Oh yeah. Cause it's like is it dopamine they're getting? What are they? I should have looked this up.
Yeah, probably.
There's some sort of like,
I
don't quote me.
Serotonin.
There's some sort of like dopamine spike or dopamine, when you're on it. And then when it's taken away from you, it's like a
little crash.
Yeah. Like a crash.
Addiction.
I mean, and this is like
kind of.
Yeah. Doom scrolling. I mean, seriously, addiction.
I am a doom scroller.
Same girl.
Like, like.
Let me just admit, sometimes I laugh so hard at reels. You guys, I will get on like a doom scroll and the funniest thing will target me and then it just sets me off. And Ryan, it's like,
What
am
are
laughing
you looking at? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing so hard in the other room that I cannot breathe. You would think the funniest person ever was with me. And it's just me and my phone and reels. And then I'll send them to him because I'm like, these are so funny. And he like doesn't even smile. I'm like, you are
The
lame.
nerve.
Yes.
The nerve.
I mean, we're getting off topic here. We're supposed to be talking about how bad they are, but I'm like,
not me sending Casey literally yesterday with like, this is Ryan scroll
Yes.
emoji. It was the
the tinker with the tools when
tinker with the tools. And it was like, you know, this burly man like marching into the bathroom to
looking
fix the
so
thing.
hot with his
Ooh.
hammer.
And then he gets in there and it's like a YouTube tutorial. Like, first, pull out your screwdriver.
If you don't know what a screwdriver is, it looks like this.
Yeah.
That's
and
funny.
if I love the like, where it's like, if you're not sending your friends 100 reels a day, are you even friends?
Seriously, are you? Give me all the reels and all the memes and all the emojis.
Well, let's just say
And
Casey
gifts.
lives at the top of my messengers.
I know the other day, Kylan was like, chill out, mom. She's seriously not going to listen to all this. I'm like, she will when she's sad or needs to.
I love it. I love it.
Back to the bad.
Meltdowns when they're taken away. I think I could have a little bit of a fit when my devices are taken away.
And it
it's a
isn't even
change.
phones. It's like for the boys. I feel like,
Gaming.
yeah, boys are, and this is not like a boys and girls thing, but in our house, the boys are definitely on games. Their PS5 is like life to them.
Yeah.
And Kylan is more TikTok, FaceTime, group chats with friends, stuff like that. And there's good and the bad with all of that. And there's differences with boys and girls. Like what I fear about with Kylan on that kind of stuff is comparison culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Instagram, TikTok. I mean, you guys, it's not real. Like most of it is not real. Let's not even get on the fact that 90% of everything we see now is AI. You don't know what's new, what's fake news, what's not. But I'm more talking about like my daughter being influenced by this gorgeous, hyper filtered girl with no lumps, no bumps, no cellulite, no wrinkles, no nothing because she's fake, because that's not real life.
Yeah.
And she only always shows the good, and she never shows her crying and her mascara running down her face because she, you know, got made fun of. You never see.
Everybody showcases
That.
the good
Yeah.
on social. You know, it's not like I'm having a meltdown today.
And it's like, is something wrong with me? Am I not pretty enough? Is my house not nice enough? Like, I feel like adults do comparison.
Yeah.
And our teens and kids definitely do, whether it's them needing the latest thing or them wanting to look like such and such. It hits hard.
Comparison culture is probably like a big, like, let's just bold, underline, highlight it. That is a big one on this.
Yeah, huge.
Sleep disruption.
Yeah.
Our pediatrician was even, and I'm like, say it again for the kids in the back. She's like, all devices, like screens off, TV, iPads, cell phones, minimally an hour before bed. 2 if you can do it.
And that would be so great, except that doesn't happen in our house because we're still at sports and then we come home and they want some time after their shower to chill.
Yeah, I get
so
it.
It's like sometimes, but ours has said the same thing.
Yeah.
Ours also says that the phones need to be out of the room at night, as in charging in the loft or a shared space, something like that. Because then if you wake up in the middle of the night, you don't have the urge to check it, which then is like blue light. And then you're like, zing, and you want to stay awake and do all the things. It's also not buzzing or dinging or anything of the sort. So Kylan's pediatrician said that. And I'm like, same thing, like keep saying that, please, because we fight about this all the time.
Yeah.
But she also uses, it's called Abide. It's like a Christian, like calms you down, tells a story at bedtime. Of course she does, right? And so she listens to that.
Angel.
I know. And then it turns into like a sound machine. So it really does help her fall asleep, puts good thoughts in her mind before bed.
Oh.
So I don't know. This
What's
is where
that app again?
Abide. Her grandma told her about that, Evan's mom, Holly. And I'm just always torn with how to handle this. Now, Kylan still does not have a TV in her room.
Okay.
because the pediatrician also said you don't want your kids to always like go in their room and then only be in their room on their phones, watching TV, whatever. So
Yeah.
I am constantly like, all right, think you've been in there long enough. Like put the phone down, even if it means she's going out into the loft to watch something on the TV and she's still watching a screen.
She's just out of her room.
She's out of her room.
Yep.
She's not alone. It's not right in front of her face.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm worried about their posture. Kylan looks like a 95-year-old woman when she looks at her phone. Like she is like hunched over and I'm constantly like, sit up. It's going to affect you. You're going to look like the hunchback.
Yeah.
In like 10 years. And then you're going to remember me nagging. But she's always like hunched over. I feel like it's always right here on her face. I'm worried about her eyes.
Have you ever, okay, if you go to settings on your iPhone, it's like a warning and it's like, really, your phones should always be, I forget the measurement, but it was pretty much like a pencil eraser length off your body.
Yeah.
Like quit tucking them in your bra or like, sleeping on them, or it's like your phone actually comes with a warning to be like a pencil eraser's distance away from you.
So it also has where it like tells your kids you can set something that tells them that they need to pull their phone away. And I did that, but they got so mad at me. I mean, because Kylan, I swear she can see. I take her to the eye doctor and she's fine. But
it's like 2 inches from her face. Oh my
gosh, it's so bad, you guys.
The last one on just kind of, so we went through the good, the bad, the constant negotiation. One more episode is never one more episode, or 10 more minutes turns into just 10 more, please, and it's like, golly gee.
I know. And then, so say you do take it away, then you're dealing with the meltdown because you're dealing with the dopamine crash. Like it just all keeps going. Then they have an attitude because you're the worst parent ever because how dare you take their phone away? I mean, it just never ends. There's no way to win.
Gigi has not had her phone for a while for some multiple reasons, but or a door on her room or fine.
We do not need to get into that, Gigi.
We can earn those things back, by the way. But the other day oh my gosh, she had her first job interview. Well, they forgot about her today. So she's doing it tomorrow.
Almost.
I'm like, you almost did it. But I was like, just the fact that you're into this, I'll give you, come up with a couple of questions to ask the interviewer, and I'll give you, she's been grounded for, I don't know, a month from her phone. I'll give you 40 minutes of phone time.
They probably sent her a notification. And because she didn't have the phone, she missed the interview.
No, I specifically asked the interviewer, I was like, I made up something because I didn't want her to, it's like, just because she's either in school or activities, I'm just, we'll do this as a group chat in case she's not able to respond. I can kind of jump in. But so I kind of saved face that way. But so anyways, a month of not having her phone, here is a way to earn 40 minutes back.
Yes.
Today, right now. I just need some interview questions. She said, no, thank you.
As in, she didn't want her phone
She
back?
didn't want her phone.
They say that happens. Where Kylan has a friend whose mom took her phone away for a year.
Woo!
And when I say, she was okay. She eventually was like, it's kind of nice.
They almost need our help regulating.
They need a detox because it's so much negative. We all need a detox.
Yeah.
But then how will I vote on this or that? You guys, it is an addiction. It's definitely an addiction. If we were just talking about this because I went to a Mexican restaurant and everyone was waitlisted. So everybody was kind of standing in the lobby and there was not one person with their head up, not on their phone.
Yeah, I can picture the whole thing.
The entire lobby, everyone was on their phone.
Scrolling,
not paying. You miss out on so many opportunities, so much face-to-face time where you could be meeting somebody or new people.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. But this is the segue into the third category, which is the worst, right? So the good, the bad, the worst. In this, I guess, parent, class that we took, they said something so profound. They said phones equal blockers. Let me say that again. Phones are blockers. They block people from relationships. They block people from experiences. And you notice I say people, not just kids, because it's everybody. But they literally, phones equal blockers. They block relationships and experiences.
I just want everyone to this week look around at your environment and look at how many people are on their phones, even crossing the freaking street. Like we were in New York and everybody's on their phone. And I'm like, you're going to get hit by a taxi. Like get off your phone.
I have a friend that works specifically with the police department and sex trafficking. And she's like, please be aware of your surroundings from your car to the building. People are on their phone and distracted. And this is when things happen.
Yeah.
You don't notice signs or they, like
you don't notice a car coming. You don't notice somebody coming trying to snatch you. Like I've told Kylan that.
Yeah.
I'm like, when you are so engrossed in your phone, that is the perfect opportunity. And again, I'm not trying to scare her to death, but it's the reality we live in. It is the perfect opportunity for somebody to take advantage of that situation and take you.
Yeah.
Because
well, she literally, this is her profession. And she's like, my number one tip, put the phone away once you park.
I should have gone to that class.
Well, this is a friend of mine, but this, so she works specifically with sex trafficking. This part wasn't part of the class, but the phones are blockers. Absolutely part of that. It was like my biggest takeaway. I'm like, of course we know that, but just to put it that way.
It's in like capital letters on this. Like she has like blockers.
So, I like to drop a couple statistics every now and again. Perk up and pay attention. 96% of teens have access to smartphones. 19% of 8-year-olds.
8-year-olds.
Yes. The average.
Speaking of.
Nope. Don't even. It's my mom calling. We're celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow. I did not print the tool that we have for you. So my phone is what? Oh, and leopard. So there's that.
Of course.
Usually I toss it on the floor, but I forgot to print the tool and I really want to go over that with you guys. So sorry. Listen, Linda, I'll get back with you, doll. The average teen spends 9 hours a day online.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Nearly 70% of teens regularly receive online communication from strangers and do not tell a parent or guardian.
Yeah, that really scares me. Kylan had a little situation where somebody had asked for something inappropriate online through like a game, which I didn't even know you could do. And that's where like I started perking up to, okay, I've got to set better parental controls, screen time, like cutting off.
It's a part-time job.
I don't even know all the things it can do because there's hidden apps. Like, I need a class.
There's a Vault app called Vault that it looks like a calculator and it hides your stuff.
How are we supposed to know this?
Well, here it is. We're giving it to you guys. Burner phones, hence our burner phone bull, our little future cocktail, a little spin on a Red Bull and vodka. I did not know burner phones. Like, I think burner phone, I'm like, you're dealing or, like,
or cheating.
I just associate it with like not great things. Yeah. But I have a friend that was like, I caught my son with a burner phone. And I'm like, you are lying. You lying.
For what? Like, is it like a flip phone or they can text on it and then we can't see it?
I think it was for untrackable internet access.
Absolutely not.
I could be wrong, but I think that's why.
Kylan's school is a no phone school.
Love it.
Yep. It didn't used to be, but they started having problems with things that the kids were searching or this and that, and it was like, nope, for the betterment of all and the safety of all the children, especially while they're in our care, they gone.
Yeah. Yep. I notice when my oldest, who's in high school is grounded. This is another one, communicating secretly. So shared notes. Google Docs, email, like just like old
things
school
you wouldn't
ways.
check.
Yeah. The other thing I noticed, hence why she doesn't have a phone right now. We sometimes will just snatch up the phones. Like anybody, it's free game. You never know. I might look at it in front of you or keep it for the whole night and really dig in. My husband is better at this than I. I have to give him so much credit in this whole techie realm because he's the guy in the family that it's like a part-time job.
Yep.
But it's like they're deleting text messages, but they're taking screenshots of like Snapchat so you also kind of have to check like deleted photos or hidden albums.
I cannot believe this is what we're dealing with.
This is what we're doing.
I also
it's
take
ridiculous.
the phones whenever I want because we pay for them.
Sometimes I go through it right in front of you.
Yeah,
like, who's
same.
this? What's this? Tell me
Same.
about this.
I will say I haven't caught her with anything crazy yet, except the
Praise
unknown.
God,
I know.
Casey,
I know.
'cause-
And when she did, she came to me. It freaked her out because I think I've like instilled in her the fear.
Don't end up in a trunk.
Which I don't want to also do that because I don't want kids that are scared of
know.
everything. But I also don't want a kid that's completely naive and thinks that everyone is good.
I wasn't sure when to talk about this, but we have a neighboring community in January. Our little communities were just kind of rocked. I feel like a little choke here.
I know.
Ugh. You want to talk about it?
I don't know if I can.
I don't know if I can. Haley Busby, she was 17 and met a 32-year-old maybe on, I want to say it was like
Roblox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And, she's almost an adult, 17. I'm telling you, anybody can get caught. And she purposefully snuck out of the house early January. And
Well, because remember, these people, it's not overnight.
they are grooming.
I was going to say, they are grooming
That's
you.
right.
You don't even know it's happening.
Nope. And I want to say, don't quote me, she might have met up with him briefly before this. He drove her to a Airbnb in Ohio, and she ended up in the woods in multiple pieces.
Yeah.
And it was
When she says rocked our community, rocked our community, and people started making big moves for Haley's Law and all this stuff because this could be any of our children. It's devastating to hear something like that and know that my kid in the next room could be, without my knowledge, getting groomed right now. And I have no idea.
Well, when I shared this with my girls, they were like, I would never do that. And I'm like, I'm sure this is how she felt as well.
I'm sure too. The thing is, sometimes they pose as really hot teens.
Yeah.
And they're not really hot teens. They're disgusting old men who are, grooming them and saying there's somebody that they're not. And then it's too late.
Well, here's another one for you. I'm going to skip to it just because we're on this topic. Fewer than 10% of sex trafficked children were kidnapped. Over 90% went willingly because they knew their trafficker in some way.
They had no idea what was about to happen.
No idea.
See, I don't know.
And she wasn't trafficked exactly, but still, I'm like, that is alarming. Sorry, guys, we're going to pick it back up next episode.
Next episode is trash tips and questionable wisdom.
We're going to pull it back together.
We'll bring you back all the crazy, but this is necessary.
We kept going, should we pull some of this from this last category? And it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's important.
I mean, I learned something already because I obviously hadn't read the notes.
Hey, we all have our lanes.
We have our lanes. And I learned that I need to be checking some of these secret, I didn't even know they existed, which that's terrible to me.
Yeah, I can show you a few things. Yep.
And the thing I like though about the phones is I can track my kid. And I don't mean track them as in to track their every move and make sure they're never getting in trouble, but more so I know she's safe. I know where she's at.
Like Life 360 or something.
Yeah. Or just Find My on my phone. But I can even tell you what aisle she's in. I'm like, no, girl, you're not getting more makeup. Get out.
I was talking to a parent at the track meet a couple days ago, and she was like, if my kid doesn't answer their phone when they're at somebody's house, I just use this Find My iPhone and just start pinging it.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm like, that's such a good idea because it's so loud and bing.
Yes.
There's a couple more under this. Oh, I have caught my kids in this. Contacts under fake names or even just emojis.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, girl.
I mean, I had landline, so my dad was listening in on my calls, and I thought that was the worst thing ever. I mean, I was trying to talk to my boyfriend that I would page 143.
Not me getting caught with a fake ID with my dad jumping on the phone like that. I'm like,
shoot,
Greg,
I know.
Robin.
Did
you see how I snuck that in?
Oh my God, Robin would chalk tires. He knew what we were doing. All that. Robin was crazy, but you know what? We didn't get in trouble because we were terrified of Robin.
Terrified of Robin.
I'd probably rather go to jail than deal with the wrath of my father. Let me tell you.
The last kind of biggie on this is sexting. 27% of teens have received nude photos. 15% have sent them. And I took so much content out of this because I was like, ugh, too heavy, Tash. Sexting is prosecutable nationally under child pornography laws. This means if anyone is under the age of 18 and has nudies out there, you can get in trouble for creating, sending, or even keeping explicit images of children under 18. So that goes for everybody. That's not just like creepy Uncle Joe. Like this is a law, a national law for everybody. So I thought that was kind of alarming.
It is. And you know, it's funny, but not funny. A topic of something I overheard on Kylan's field trip. So of course I jumped right in because I took it as an opportunity for me to say my piece about it. But girls and boys, make sure your kids know this is what I'm saying. I told them, like, the things that you send, whether text, whether writing or pictures, will never go away now.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the era of Polaroid pictures.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about it lives in the internet, in the cloud. It can be spread in 5 seconds, a second, like to everyone forever. And it will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And so I've had to have that like awkward conversation with Kylan and a couple of her friends, like, girls, just don't.
Well, I've had a conversation with my girls. I'm like, look, perk up and pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
If you got some shit to say to somebody, you better pick up the phone and call or tell them in person.
Yep.
Do not have any of that in writing.
Yep.
Period.
You could be like me and be like, meet me at the graveyard. I'll tell you there.
My little scrappy friend over here. She's like, who's on the list? We write it down.
We write it down till the cops come. Yeah, I mean, we have to set boundaries. It's hard because I don't really know what they are, but if we don't set boundaries, the phone will. And like, I don't trust TikTok to raise my freaking kids.
Well, this almost is a segue into our tool, but I wanted to end on something a little hopeful before we move there. I'm just going to read this because I don't want to mess it up. What are we doing about it?
Okay.
As of December 10th, 2025, Australia has implemented a first nationwide ban on social media access for children under 16, aiming to protect mental health, reduce online harms. Platforms including TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube will face fines up to $49.5 million for failing to take responsible steps to prevent access.
Oh my gosh.
The UK also just passed a ban on social media for children under 13. And hopeful for us here in the States, some U.S. state lawmakers are also proposing policies requiring kids to be at least 16 for social media sites.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you guys remember?
The fines are hefty.
Was it last year when TikTok went away, was banned here for a minute? Like everybody lost their TikTok.
Yes.
And of course it only ended up being for like a short amount of time, but Kylan cried. Like Kylan did not know what to do with the fact that her Benson Boone fan account.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, tears was going to be gone.
I had to delete TikTok just because I didn't have space on my phone. And I was like, like, you know.
Oh my gosh. We need some of that. Come on, USA.
Yeah. Well, it looks like some of the state lawmakers are going for it.
I feel like now is the time. Do you guys, I forgot to ask this earlier, but I just thought of it when we were talking about TikTok and such. Do you allow phones at the table?
No.
I don't either.
Well, listen, first of all, no. At a restaurant, absolutely not.
Oh God,
at the dinner table, I'm like, if I have to tell you 3 times, you just don't get it tomorrow.
When I see people out as a family at dinner with their family and everyone's on their phone, I cringe. It makes me mad.
Yeah.
And they were like trying to do that for a while. And honestly, and this is not to call out Ryan, but there's been times where I've had to be like, Ryan, like, get off your phone, because like this is the time.
Too. Absolutely.
And I've been guilty of it as well, because work kind of never stops. But this is the time that we are going to spend uninterrupted as a family to connect. And let me tell you, we have the best table conversations.
Oh,
that's when the stuff comes out. And it wouldn't if we were staring at our phones.
Yep. No, I love it. So that kind of like takes us into, if you guys go to the pregame on our website, we did create a tool for you guys Some of it
Yes.
was inspired by things we've talked about. Casey, I know, do you want to plug this sweet little book?
Just really quick because
Yeah.
we're running out of time. And you guys,
No.
it's going to end up backwards because that's how we're shooting. But this is literally called The Anxious Generation. I have recently read this, which is why it was funny that we ended up doing a screen time conversation. And it's about the rewiring of childhood is causing an epidemic of mental illness. It's talking about the connection between when smartphones were introduced in 2010s and everything shifted, you guys. It's talking about the comparison culture. It's talking about anxiety, depression. It's talking about how the kids have less like outside real world time with real world consequences, and like risk, honestly. And they have more secluded indoor time, less face-to-face interactions. Like
Can't hardly carry a conversation.
they can't carry a conversation. And what it's doing to our kids is, well, we've shifted from play-based to phone-based, and it's causing distraction, social pressures, constant comparison, and it's causing anxiety and depression. And if you don't believe that, you're crazy, because anxiety and depression is at an all-time high. Mental illness, self-harm. I mean, we're talking to somebody who lost their husband to suicide. You guys, this stuff is real. It's causing social isolation. It's causing sleep issues. And these trends rose sharply when smartphones became widespread. And I hands down believe this.
Yeah.
And it's like,
1000%.
so the author of this book is Jonathan Haidt, and it's just worth a read. I mean, it kind of goes into way more than you would ever need, but if you're into all that, great. But there are some key takeaways from it. I just thought it was really, really interesting. And so he suggests, he talks about how you're never mentally logging off. Like you just are never logging off. What to do? Delay smartphones as long as realistically possible, which you and I talked about. And we also suggest, because I will say I had way less problems and way less battles and way less fights before phones with the kids. If they do have one, no phones in the bedroom at night. This alone is huge. And start with restrictions, not the other way around, as in start with restrictions and then loosen them later, not be loose and then crack down.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Way easier the other way.
Yeah. He also suggests like letting the kids try one new independent thing a week, encourage in-person hangouts over group chats, and normalize boredom. Don't fix it instantly, which this drives me nuts. Brody does this more than anything. Brody is constantly like, I'm bored. The second we're not all doing something, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Guys, we used to have to be bored all the time. Like I used to be screaming when my raindrop won in the car. Like we had no phones in the car. We had, you know what I mean?
Did you just talk about raindrop races?
Yeah. Did you do them?
No,
on
but
car
I know
trips?
exactly what you're talking about.
Yes. It's like, oh, no, made it.
There she goes again.
Yeah. Oh my God. But we had to wait in line at amusement parks. We had to wait in line everywhere we went. We had to wait for a table at a restaurant. And we had to do all those things without a phone in our hands.
Yeah.
But kids cannot wait. It's like instant gratification. They need it now. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, it is. I think like our attention span is dipped to like, I don't know, 3 seconds before we keep scrolling.
Yeah.
You know,
They're having withdrawals. They're having mood swings. They're not sleeping. Their sleep is wrecked. And they're sad and anxious because of what's on their phone and what it's feeding them. It's bad, guys.
well, we have under our pregame, we did create a tool for you guys. And I have tinkered with this with my family. I like things in threes, right? So step one, if this is your screen time routine planning guide, right? So step one, tell your kids how you feel, right? Leading from a place of positivity. So I'm not going to go over all of them, but there's some things you can pick from, like 8 different bullet points, things we just talked about, right? It might sound like I care about you and your well-being. Too much screen time can sometimes affect how we feel and think about ourselves and others. So let's work together on some limits that support you best, right?
Yep.
So we kind of have like, here's what you can pick from. Here's an example of literally
Someone
what
filling it
like,
out.
I created. And then there's a blank guide that you guys can use. So that's step one, my love behind the limits, right? So figure out what that conversation looks like to get this jump started. Step 2, screen time guidelines. This is great. Everything we talked about plus more.
Yeah.
Right. So again, just for, saving time, but it sets limits like how many hours per day or how you can earn it back, or lots of things to choose from. And I think it's important to maybe save a little space for your child to have some say in this,
Yeah.
you know, like, and then, yeah, go
I was
ahead.
going to say,
Case.
you know what I started thinking about when I saw people doing it online was they were like saying, after you do this and this and this in the summer, you can have the Wi-Fi password of the day.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that.
You got to switch the Wi-Fi password every day.
Not only that, I already threatened my kids with this. And you know what they said?
What?
We can just use our phones to hotspot.
Ugh.
We-
These kids.
They're too smart.
But there's things like, you know, through the week versus weekends, how many times, devices out of bedrooms at night, X amount of hours before you go to sleep. Screen time comes after responsibilities.
Yes.
Right. Devices. This is maybe for younger kiddos, only used in shared spaces.
Yes.
We talked about it, meals or family time. As your parent, listen to this one. I will always have access to all of your passwords and accounts.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
No communicating with people you don't know in real life. We get to spot check your phone, music, games, etc. anytime. And then this one hurts. We need to model the same behavior.
Yeah.
So step 1, the love behind the limits. Step 2, here's our collaborative guidelines. Step 3 on these forms, guys, establish the consequences.
And collaborative as in, as a family, you're sitting down and having conversations about
All of this.
all of this. Here's how we're going to handle this. You give your input. Let's find out what's
Yeah.
healthy for us all, because we
This
can
is
have
our
these
family
conversations. Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Same. You did so good with this.
Thanks, babe.
Yes.
The last one, I'm not going to go into it, but like consequences, like getting back to balance. There's examples for like smaller infractions and then like larger, you know, infractions. So take a look at that. It's a new tool on our pregame section of the website.
It's mommin.com.
I know that's right. She's so cute.
She's so cute
pretty.
and she delicious.
Oh my gosh, the Cheetalicious. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
All important. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess let's
that
end
was
with
a lot.
I know.
You guys okay? Are you still hanging out with us?
Yes. Get through this, and next week we'll make sure it's off the chain. Okay.
Gosh, we'll get back to a little more funny.
I do
But
want to
also,
say
you're welcome.
I know.
I needed this.
I know, and I am curious though. Like, what's one thing you know for sure you're going to implement as you go into summer?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Gosh, yeah, I don't know that yet, Casey.
I haven't thought about it either.
I almost feel like we need regulated hours during the day.
From this time to this time is you can be on your phone or games.
Or
But how
like
do you
the-
monitor it if you're at work?
Girl, these are the hard questions.
Mhm.
These are the hard questions.
And honestly, listeners, if any of you have any great tips, tricks, advice,
Oh man.
please send them to us, because
Share.
not only do Tosh and I want to know, but we know other listeners want to know. You don't have to say who you are, who your family is, who your kids are, or you can. We don't care. But you guys can also submit that on social media or under the contact us form, and it goes straight to our email, and we can find it and learn from it. Because again, we keep saying this, we are a community of like-minded moms who are just surviving and trying to do the best we can in a culture that is tricky.
Oh yeah.
So let's have each other's back. If you have a tip, share it. Guys, it's not all about us. We don't really know what we're doing.
Well, that is funny because our ending cheers. Cheers to raising kids in a world we're trying to still
Start
trying
again.
Yep. I have not finished one drink yet, guys. The words are still hard. Here we go. Ready?
The Red Bull did not give
The
you
Red Bull
wings.
did not give me wings. Cheers to raising kids in a world we're still trying to figure out.
Yes.
Bink.
And to fighting the go outside and play battle every day of your life.
That's what summer should be about. When you come back in after X amount of play,
You get 30 minutes of screen time.
yeah, like a third, right?
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you guys for, just listening to this like little bit of a tricky episode. Honestly, it was good for us to design it, and I hope you guys got something out of it. So until next time, we're going to lighten it up for episode 9. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes. And here comes my plugs. You guys, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, and watch the video version on YouTube, which is always always so fun. We also need you guys to rate, review, subscribe, like, follow, all the things they allow you to do, okay? Yeah. We need some more What They Say Wednesdays. Tell us if you're loving the podcast. Tell us what you're thinking about it. Write a review. It helps push our podcast along because you guys, we're actually doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of us. We're in a decent percentage for us being a brand new podcast. So you guys supporting us and listening every week and subscribing and just engaging, it all helps and we appreciate it and we love you. So
yeah, until next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you all so much for listening. We can't wait until the next episode, but until then, go to our socials on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and follow us at Moms Against Mommin'. You can also hear this podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcast, and you can watch the video version on YouTube. You guys, mommin' ain't easy, but let's just keep it real.